You see, the Christian life is not a life of you. The Christian life is a life of discovering Jesus Christ. He has become my life. I'm not trying to imitate him. I'm not trying to follow his footsteps. One of the reasons why people don't understand about the gospel, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John itself. A lot of times when you read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, you see Jesus' life itself. Jesus' life is not for you to emulate, to follow, and to become. Because you can never be like him. Please remember, you can never be like him. Turn to your neighbor beside you, say, you can never be like Jesus. Whenever you read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, right, and you try to follow Jesus, you get condemned. How can I be like him? You know how is he like? The Bible said that in him, there is no sin. But in yourself, oh, okay, don't talk about you, okay? In him, there is no sin. He did no sin. In him, no sin. He did no sin. Even his action, he don't have to recall a word. He don't have to apologize to someone. He don't have to retract his steps. He did no sin. And not just that, he knew no sin. How can I be like him? And the more I try to be like him, the more I fail. The more I see my shortcoming. The very purpose why why the story of Jesus is there is to show us the beauty and the perfection of Jesus Christ. For one purpose. You know, everyone in the Old Testament, when they sin, they bring a lamb to be sacrificed. The priest had to check the lamb. Whether is it blameless? Whether is it flawless? Am I right? The lamb must be perfect and spotless. For what purpose? To qualify for the sacrifice. And when Jesus came on a scene, he did no sin, he knew no sin. In him there's no sin. For what purpose? Not for us to follow. So that his perfect life qualifies him to be the perfect sacrifice for all mankind. Amen. So you don't need to follow him because God don't need your sacrifice. One, say this with me. One sacrifice. Say it. One sacrifice for sins forever.